The priest found my mother and my sister and my grandmother a convent where there were about 40 other Jewish women. They were dressed as nuns. My sister, who was 17 at the time, or 16 at the time, was dressed like a novitiate, which is a nun in learning how to be a nun. But there was this 4-year-old me, and they couldn't put me in the convent because there were no children in the convent. I know there were convents later on. I've read there were convents that had schools attached to them, and so some Jewish children were hidden in these schools, but this convent did not. So the priest found a couple, and I always said family, but they're really a young couple because they had no children, and who said they would take me in. They would hide me. And so I was taken to this couple, and there wasn't much explanation as to why, and you'll be fine. This is what you had to do. And children of war, and besides children in Europe at that time, you didn't ask why or I don't want to. You just did what you were told. And I was told that I would be living with this couple. My name would be changed to, I don't remember what it was, and that I was to pretend that I was a cousin from outside, from the countryside. And I was to live with them because I couldn't live with my mother and my grandmother, my sister, because they had to go someplace else. And that's all I was told. You know, I am sure, I remember the one couple, they had a rocking horse. I was very glad for that because it's something for me to play with. But I'm not sure how I felt. I must have been scared. But I just did what my mother told me to do, and I had to do it. And I don't remember whether I was happy with them, but I don't remember being unhappy either. I'm being unhappy being separated from my mother. Yes, that was terrible for me.